Today we'll learn how to plot linear functions from the general form using the intercept method. Our general form equation can be written as ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are integers. That means whole numbers that can be positive or negative. A and b cannot both be 0, and a must be positive. The general form is just another form of the straight line equation y equals mx plus c. Convert y equals 2x minus 3 to general form. So we have the right hand side of the equation and the left hand side of the equation. We are simply going to flip it round so that our x is going to be on the left and our y is going to be on the right. So we have, now that we've flipped it round, we need that y term to go to the left. It must disappear from the right. That means we subtract y on that side and we subtract y on the left of the equal sign. And on the right hand side, y take away y is 0. We now have it in general form. Although general form looks different to slope-intercept form, that equation is still this green line on the right hand side. It is just written in a different form. How do we plot linear functions from the general form using the intercept method? We will follow 4 steps. First step, find the x-intercept by setting y equals to 0. When I replace that y with 0, the y term will disappear, and I am left behind with, I can now solve for x, and that will give me the x-intercept. I add 6 on both sides. 2x comes down, negative 6 cancels with positive 6, 0 plus 6 is 6. The coefficient of x is 2. I divide by 2 on both sides. The 2's cancel. 6 divided by 2, 3. And there is my x-intercept. Let's plot that point, 3. Next up, my y-intercept by setting x equal to 0. Now, in our equation, if I replace that red x with 0, I will have 2 times 0, which is 0. The x term disappears. What I'm left behind with is 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Solving for y, I add 6 on both sides. 3y comes down. Negative 6 cancels with positive 6. 0 plus 6 is 6. The coefficient of y is 3. I divide by 3 on both sides. 3's cancel. Y equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. So I now have my y-intercept, 2. I plot the point 2. So I've completed step 3. I've plotted the x and y intercepts. Now draw a line through these 2 intercepts. Next example, step 1. We find the x-intercept by setting y equals to 0. This y in blue, if I make that 0, I will have negative 5 multiplied by 0, which is 0. That means the y term disappears. So what I'm left behind with is, I must get rid of that 20. I subtract 20 on both sides. 4x comes down. Positive 20, negative 20 cancels. 0 minus 20 is minus 20. The coefficient of x is 4. I divide by 4 on both sides. X is equal to, and negative divided by positive is negative. 20 divided by 4 is 5. My x-intercept is negative 5. So that red negative 5, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is my x-intercept. To find the y-intercept, we make x equal to 0. That x over there, if I replace it with 0, 4 times 0 is 0. That means the x term will disappear. Boom, gone. Now what I'm left behind with is negative 5y plus 20 equals 0, and I solve for y. The plus 20 must disappear. I subtract 20 on both sides. Negative 5y comes down. Plus 20 minus 20 cancels. 0 minus 20 on the right is negative 20. The coefficient of y is negative 5. I divide by negative 5 on both sides. The negative 5s will cancel. The y is left behind. A negative divided by a negative is positive. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Positive 4 is our y-intercept. And I plot my blue point. I connect those two intercepts with a straight line. And we're done. Progress check. Have a go yourself, then check your answers with mine. First up, graph the line 2x minus 3y minus 12 equals 0. To get the x-intercept, we make this y equal to 0. Now, of course, if we make that y equal to 0, our y term will disappear. So we are then left with 2x minus 12 equals to 0. We add 12 on both sides. The 2x comes down. Negative 12 cancels with positive 12. On the right we have 12. Coefficient of x is 2. We divide by 2 on both sides. The 2's cancel. X equals 6. That red 6 is our x-intercept. So we count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we put a dot at our x-intercept. To find our y-intercept, this x equal to 0. Now, of course, if we make that x equal 0, the x term disappears. So we have negative 3y minus 12 equals to 0. We add 12 on both sides. Negative 3y comes down. The negative 12 cancels with positive 12. On the right, 0 plus 12, 12. Coefficient of y is negative 3. We divide by negative 3 on both sides. Negative 3 cancels with negative 3. Y equals positive divided by negative is negative. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Our y-intercept is negative 4. We count down 1, 2, 3, 4. We put a dot at negative 4. We have our 2 points. We connect them with a straight line. And that is our equation, 2x minus 3y minus 12 equals to 0. Last question. Convert the equation above to general form, then graph the equation using the intercept method. First up, we remember in general form, the x and y terms and the constant must be integers. That means we cannot have fractions. So we look at our fraction values. We see a denominator of 2, a denominator of 3. What is a common multiple of 2 and 3? 6. So we can multiply all terms in that equation by 6. What we can see is we've multiplied every term in that equation by 6. Let's simplify. 6 times a half is 3, and I still have my x. 6 multiplied by a third is 2, so I have 2y. Negative 2 multiplied by 6. Negative multiplied by positive is negative, and 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Now it's a case of moving everything to the left-hand side. So we cancel the terms on the right. We subtract 2y on that side, subtract 2y, and we add 12, add 12. So on the left-hand side, we have the following. We have our 3x minus our 2y plus our 12, and on the right hand side all of those terms cancelled. 2y minus 2y, 0. Negative 12 plus 12, 0. So we have 0 on the right hand side. So we now have our equation, which I'm highlighting at the bottom. Graph the equation using the intercept method. So to get the x-intercept, we make y equal to 0. So that blue y, if I replace it with 0, negative 2 times 0 is 0. So the y term will disappear. We are left behind with, so we subtract 12 on both sides. 3x comes down. Positive 12 cancels with negative 12. On the right, we have 0 minus 12, which is minus 12. The coefficient of x is 3. We divide by 3 on both sides. 3 cancels with 3. X comes down. Negative divided by positive is negative. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Our x-intercept is negative 4. We count 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We put our red point at negative 4. To find our y-intercept, we make that x equal to 0. Now, of course, if we make that x equal to 0, we have 3 multiplied by 0, which is 0. That whole term disappears. We are left behind with, we minus 12 on both sides. Negative 2y comes down. Positive 12 cancels with negative 12. 0 minus 12 is negative 12. The coefficient of y is negative 2. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. Negative 2 cancels with negative 2. Y is equal to, a negative divided by negative is positive, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. That 6 is our y-intercept. We go 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put our blue dot at 6. Once we have our 2 points, we connect them with a straight line. You now know how to plot linear functions from the general form. Hey guys, this is Casey at Onetree. If you like the content, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like some online tutoring, please email me at onetreemath@gmail.com. Cheers.